My senior year was more of the same. Um, Pretty uneventful, but less social awkwardness and anxiety. I didn't get to see Robert as much as I'd liked, um, or I'd hoped, but when we did have a chance to hang out, it was awesome. While he was at school, and I'm sure it was hard, he seemed happy. In the spring, I was accepted to the University of the South, also known as Sewanee. So I began preparing for college. At the end of July, Pearl Jam released the first single off their new album, Who You Are. When I listened to this CD, it seemed like a departure from their sound. Maybe it was the new drummer, Jack Irons. I don't know. But while I liked the song well enough, it just didn't seem like a single to me. The B-side, Habit, even though it was full of energy, definitely felt like a break from the traditional Pearl Jam formula. So early August comes, getting ready for school, and freshmen at Sewanee are able to come to school a little bit early for basically a week early for what they call pre-orientation. It's basically outdoors activities with a bunch of incoming freshmen and a couple of upperclassmen leaders. My first day, ironically, was on my brother's birthday. Once again, Peter stepping all over Robert's birthday. But the second day that I was there, Pearl Jam released No Code. Now, there were some very strict rules during pre-orientation. No alcohol, strict curfew, no going off on your own, but screw it. I snuck out midday, ran to the university bookstore, grabbed the album, and charged the CD to the account that was set up for my books. Sorry, Mom. I ran back to my room and put it in the CD player. My reaction, to be honest, out of the gate was disappointment. Not because it was bad, just because I didn't get it. I didn't understand that this was probably the most necessary album in Pearl Jam's catalog. With a new drummer coming in, bringing in new influences, the entire band needed to feel, free and experiment and broaden their horizons. They needed to break away from the MTV years. They needed to cut the loss from Ticketmaster. They needed to get solid as a team again. I mean, you could tell that there were strings all over. I'm betting that the stress of the last couple of years was getting to them, but Jeff Ament nearly quit the band right around this time. And I don't know if I can say if I have a favorite member of Pearl Jam, but I can't imagine that band without the best bass player in the game. With that said, it took me almost 10 years before I really appreciated the album fully. And I'll talk later about where it stands in the series, but you know what? This album deserves respect. I still have the Polaroids. Lukin, Who You Are, Off He Goes, Hail Hail, Smile, Around the Bend, and my least favorite at the time, but now kind of appreciative, Mankind. This album deserves respect for their fights, for their bravery, and ultimately for their solidarity. This is 87 Days and Counting.